The best food or meal to eat post-workout all depends on whether you train in the morning, in the evening, or on an empty stomach. I don't want to just give you guys a meal or a snack that you can eat post-workout and then leave you with it. I need to explain the benefits of that and why it really matters. Also, at the very end of this video, I have a little something extra I want to share with you, a little bonus tip. It's something not many people talk about. It's related to this video and it's going to help you build more muscle. Let's start with what you should eat post-workout if you've trained in the morning time. And just to quickly add, if you do train in the morning time, the first 4 hours of waking up, I recommend you try fasted training. So training on an empty stomach with no food, just water. The reason I recommend that is because if you've never tried it before, you'll feel amazing. Try it for 2 weeks, you really do feel incredible training on an empty stomach. I find that I have more energy, I burn more body fat, and you'll be more insulin sensitive as well. The first thing you should add to this post-workout meal is protein. The reason I want you to consume protein is because the amino acids found in protein are going to help the recovery process and help you start building some muscle. Protein is the most important thing you can put in your body if you want to build muscle. I then recommend carbohydrates, so no fats, just proteins, carbohydrates. When you have those carbohydrates post-workout, especially if you're fasted, you are more insulin sensitive. That means we want to spike our insulin with carbohydrates coupled with a lean protein source, so we get that anabolic response from the protein, we spike the insulin, which insulin is an anabolic hormone, it starts that muscle building process after a workout. You should also keep this light. We don't want to be bloated right after that workout. It's the first meal of the day for a lot of you. You don't want to be over consuming calories. So anywhere between 300 and 600 calories is probably optimal for most people. In terms of grams, we're talking around 30 to 50 grams of protein and 50 to 80 grams of carbohydrates, just depending on your size and how long you've been training for. So what meal or snack can you guys eat post-workout? First off, I would start with a whey protein shake. It's not magic, but it's a lean source of protein. You're getting that protein immediately. It has a nice amino acid profile. That's a great protein source. You can swap that with chicken. If you wanted to swap that with eggs, you could have that as well. Any protein source like that. I do like eggs post-workout. Not many people know this, but the cholesterol in eggs actually starts that muscle building process, so it's something I do recommend as well. For carbohydrates, this is the time of the day if you want to have more simple carbohydrates, a little more sugar, almost cheating on your diet a little bit. If you want to have those kind of naughty foods, if you want to call them that, this is the time to do it post-workout. We want to spike that insulin like we said before. So I like fruit, that's what I personally choose to eat post-workout. However, you can have rice cakes, you could have fruit and rice cake, any sort of simple carbohydrate source which is high on the glycemic index, and that's going to spike your insulin. So what should you do if you want to train in the morning time but you've already eaten calories? Well, first of all, like I said, for just 2 weeks, give fasted training a try. Some of you will love it, some of you might not like it, but give it a try. It's all about figuring out what you like and adapting your training, trying new things. So let's say you woke up at 6 a.m, you ate breakfast at 7, you went to train at 9 a.m, and now you're thinking, do I need to eat immediately after that workout? The answer is no. As long as you had protein in that breakfast, 30 to 50 grams of protein in that initial breakfast, you do not need to eat right after your workout because you already have that protein in your system. So you can still go a few hours until your next meal. So if you ate your breakfast at 7, trained at 9, you could eat your next meal at 12 or 1 and you're absolutely fine. Obviously make sure you include protein in that meal. And then what if you're training in the evening time? Well, it's kind of the same thing, but there's a slight difference here. If it's sort of 5 p.m. and you're not going to bed for another 4 or 5 hours, then you don't need to eat protein right after that workout. You can have that in your last meal. What some of you might do is train and then within an hour you're going to bed. If that's the case, whatever program, whatever you do, always make sure that last meal of the day has protein. Because you're going to sleep, you've got 8 to 10 hours now without any protein, without any calories. So it's important that the first meal and the last meal of the day always have protein. So as I promised you guys, a little bonus tip here, something that not many people think about. If you're somebody that struggles to gain muscle, you're somebody that can eat a lot of calories and can't seem to gain weight, if that is you, all of these tips in this video are good for you. Use them. However, what you noticed in this video is I didn't include fat in any of these post-workout meals. It was always carbohydrates and proteins. What I want you guys to do, if you struggle to gain weight, you're trying to bulk up, is include a lot of fat in that post-workout meal as well. So it might just be coconut oil added to your protein shake, peanut butter, any fat source that you want. And the reason is because that insulin spike from the lean protein and the carbohydrates opens the cell, it allows the fat to go in, and that will make you gain more weight. It's an easy little trick that you can use that will help you gain more weight. Of course, you still need to eat in a calorie surplus. This just makes it a little easier, and it's something that not many people talk about. The video that's on screen right now, guys, is directly related to this video, so I want you to click through and watch that next. In this video, I talk about the post-workout anabolic window. Do you actually really need to eat after your workout? Does it mean you're not going to build any muscle if you don't eat right after your workout? I go and talk about that in that video, so go and watch that.